This is it. This is the chair. No, you didn't.
Aiden, guess the number.
Oh, look, a penny. You got it? Did we do it? Aaron.
I'm an idiot.
Welcome to RonRon. We are at LAX where we first met. Because
6 years ago.
Yes, 6 years ago, because we are recreating the day we met. Woo!
It's 5 a.m. and we haven't slept.
We have not, but it's okay. And technically we got to know each other in Washington, D.C. So that means we're gonna go to Washington, D.C.
But this is where she fell in love with me.
This is where I was like, whoa, he's tall.
And I was like, whoa, she's nice.
Oh my gosh. He didn't even see me in that way. We're so excited to bring you guys along and show you guys how we met and what we did. So make sure you're subscribed and like this video and let's go.
Subscribe, please. We are now in Washington, D.C. We're about to grab some food.
We just landed and this is so exciting. It's the start to recreating the day we met. It's actually going to be kind of like a weekend recreation because we didn't get to know each other that first full day, like all the way. It was like 2 days.
Yeah, and hopefully everything works out. I mean, we're trying to recreate something that happened 6 years ago. My hope is that everyone else in the pictures, remember that restaurant picture we took?
Yeah.
Hopefully that guy still works there.
I don't think so.
We're gonna try and be as accurate as possible. So be sure to stay to the end to see how we do.
Let's go.
So we made it to the exact hotel we stayed at 6 years ago when we were here for Playlist Live 2017. This is crazy. It looks the exact same.
I forgot how nice it looks.
It looks really nice inside. I completely forgot how big and nice it is too. So let's go inside and check in and start our day recreating the day we met.
8 hours later.
So after everyone got settled in their room, y'all got put in a group chat. That's how I got his number, right? Do you remember that?
No. Oh, we all said our name, and I was like,
Yes.
Aaron, and you're like, Veronica.
And so anyways, then everyone texted saying, let's go eat at the restaurant in the hotel.
The cheapest restaurant.
This is the hotel we went to.
This is exactly the place.
This is exactly what we
This
had.
is it. If you look in there, that we sat right there. We were right there.
Yeah, we were there.
That's crazy.
This is where you found out that I like to watch anime.
This is where I found out your age.
And this is when I found out your age. I was like, oh.
Aiden, guess the number.
So this was a sports bar. This was honestly the cheapest place to eat around here, which is why all the creators came here. But during COVID, it closed down and it never opened up, unfortunately. But he's like, don't worry, in 2 months, something awesome's coming. So that's why it's closed. We're renovating it right now.
Yep. After we ate dinner and I started falling in love with Aaron even more, someone was like, let's go up to my hotel room and hang out before the party. That's what we're gonna go do next. We're gonna go up to the hotel room and that is where the iconic first RonRon photo was ever taken. So let's go.
Okay, so we're about to enter one of the rooms where Ronna gave me one of her signs.
It was the biggest sign that I was into him, where I did the iconic RonRon leg touch.
All the females out there watching, is that a thing?
Okay, you guys gotta see. Let me show you, then you can answer that. We went into someone's room that looked exactly like this. Whoa, this is like the exact room. Well, it is like one of the exact
They have
rooms.
not updated.
So there was a bunch of people here, a bunch of people there.
They have the exact same
It's the
curtain,
seat,
chair, and the light. Look, that's exactly that same setup.
You guys, this was 6 years ago and everything's still the same.
I wonder if it's the same chair. You should smell it, see if it smells like.
I'm not smelling it. You don't know who sat in there. Oh, you're wearing a badge. As if for you.
I'm full costume for this.
Oh my
Where's
gosh.
yours?
No, I don't have it.
You can see who the more serious one is in this relationship.
Oh my gosh. This is it. This is the chair.
We sat on this.
Yeah.
But somebody had the chair. Didn't we use this as separate seating?
No, what's the photo
Hold on.
look like?
We got-
Hold on,
we
we
got
gotta pull
photo.
up the photo.
Oh no, we are sitting in the chair.
Oh, we're sitting in the chair. All right, so someone took this. You know who I think took it? Nessa did.
Nessa. I was gonna say that too.
Nessa was right there. So then you sat down. Oh, and then
I'm a lot
I
bigger than I
sat
was then.
down. What's happened? Did this chair shrink?
No, I think what it was, I think
Are
we
you
were
sure
sitting.
we were
Yeah,
on
we were
that?
sitting on that in front of the chair. Because look, I'm not even on the chair. So
Yeah, okay, that makes
I
more
haven't
sense. I was
gotten
about
that
to say,
fat.
I haven't gotten that wide, have I? We sat down on this.
Yeah.
Clearly enough room for us. I
And
could have
then-
easily did this, but I did this.
And I did this.
No, you didn't. We were leg touching like this.
And then somebody asked us to take a picture.
Nessa
yes, I
took our
did.
photo, and then we did this. This was our first official photo together. We took that at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we still weren't like, I still didn't kiss you yet. I do remember thinking, I was like, is it appropriate for me to do this? No, I think I just kept this. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Do you think she's into me? I'm no math magician, but I'm pretty positive she likes you. Just based on, my sources.
I'm an idiot.
I'm an animator. I watch, I study, all right? Trust me on this. Trust me. I think she likes you.
She likes me. And I make my way over here.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go dance.
I can't really dance. Should we go sit down and talk?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I don't really know how to dance. Like little kids dancing, adults, and then, oh.
Do you want to get out of here?
Yes. And then we got up and we walked around the city.
It has been 6 years, so it's a little fuzzy.
It's okay though. I don't know who grabbed whose hand.
I grabbed your hand to cross the street. That was my only way of grabbing her hand with an excuse was like to cross the street.
I just remember looking down and we were holding hands. I was like, oh, how romantic. Why did you grab my hand?
Okay, so this is a big moment. This is the point where I was like, this is my chance to grab her hand without feeling like a creep. Because we're crossing the street and you hold hands when you cross the street. So I was like this, and I did it confidently.
I just remember that I was like, wow, this guy is so special, so cool. I really like him. I hope he's a good person. I'm gonna ask him all the questions on my checklist on what I wanted in a guy.
Way before now, though.
Right before now?
You were asking me questions when we first met.
Like what?
Like, did you grow up going to church?
No, that was during this walk. I remember that. It was during this specific walk. I can't believe we walked this far. If I wasn't so googly eyes at you, I would have been like, we should go back.
This is true. You know what my favorite part was?
What?
Is that I wasn't really afraid to say anything.
Same.
I wasn't
asked you
like, oh,
everything.
don't say that. Oh, don't tell her about that. It was just like, do not refer to ex. Do not refer to your ex-girlfriend.
I was looking at buildings. I'm like, oh, wow. And then I saw this guy here, Abraham Lincoln. I was like, oh, look, it's Abraham Lincoln. And then I see the sign. I was like, Aaron, it's the Ford's Theater. And I was like, I looked at him because I didn't know if he knew like history. He started laughing. He goes, yeah. I said, this is where Abraham Lincoln was shot. And you were like, yeah. And then I took a photo.
So Ronnie took his picture last time. I'm gonna see if I take it a little better. I'm challenging Ronnie from 6 years ago in a photo competition.
What? What do you mean?
So here's Veronica's picture. If you haven't already, follow her on Instagram. Then here's my picture. It wasn't around 6 years ago. Now it is today. On to the next one.
This was the next stop that we hit and we didn't realize we were walking to was one of the Smithsonian museums.
This is when we found out that we both really like museums.
Aaron sat right here and I took his photo. I was like, let me get your photo. All right, smile, cheese. No, you're supposed to laugh. You were enamored with me. Look how happy you are. Act like you like me. It's good enough. Things have changed. This is where I was sitting.
Feet up, like.
Wow.
Let's just say that my photography skills have gotten a lot better since
That's
6 years ago.
cool. I don't know if you heard me. One of my biggest regrets that night is that we didn't take a photo together. Do you want to take a selfie now?
Okay.
If I'm just gonna be honest, I got a little freaked out because I was like, we walked all the way to Chinatown. I was like, how far did we walk? I didn't realize how close it was to the hotel. But look how cool that is. So after our walk, we decided to go meet up with my sister, and she was hanging out with some friends in one of the hotel rooms.
That's when I met David Alvarez and Eric.
Then after that, we called it a night. The next day happened, and I think we talked about meeting up the next day to hang out again.
Yeah, right? We'll see you guys in the morning. Welcome to day 2.
It is the next day. On this day, Aaron and I had a lot of activities to do at Playlist Live. We had like meet and greets, panels, all those fun, exciting things that have to do with a convention. And then after all of our Playlist Live activities, we were supposed to meet up with a group of friends to all go explore Washington, D.C., go look at all of the historic sites, but no one showed up. And we all met at this one specific hallway, and it was just me and Aaron. And then Nessa was with us. No, Nessa didn't want to go. Our friends didn't want to go.
Honest, there's a reason they didn't show up.
Did you ask them not to? You asked my sister not to?
I didn't know your sister was.
She didn't
that
want
just worked
to.
out perfectly. But I told them, I was like, guys, we're just gonna go do our own thing, and they're like, you go ahead.
Really? We were supposed to meet up with a group of friends.
I wanted a long time with you, and I didn't want to be creepy and be like, do you want to go walk around just with me? It's better if everyone else ditches and I look like the good guy. But it's been 6 years, so you're stuck with me.
So that's what we're going to do. The first thing we walked by was a book convention that was happening, so let's go do it. The last time we came here, it was like perfect 60-degree weather where it's like perfect long sleeve, but you don't need a coat or a jacket. But now it's like, do I take this off? I don't know.
Ronnie was wearing a long sleeve white t-shirt.
Aaron had a nice like denim-ish.
There's a button-up.
The blue button-up.
If we come by a blue button-up somewhere here, it's destiny and I'm buying it.
I just wore the closest thing that I wore to that day. We were like, okay, let's go explore DC. And then we were like, whoa, what is happening here? And then to our left, there was a book fair happening. We went inside, we saw some book people talking. You ended up getting a little soccer ball that we still have, and you gave it to Guppy.
I have a Wells Fargo soccer ball. I have everything from that first trip at my bedside table.
He does.
But honestly, coming here wasn't on purpose. We were exploring Playlist, the convention, and we took the underground passage that was closed where we showed you guys and ended up here. And then from here,
we walked to the White House. So let's go. Oh wait, but a very special moment happened here. Around the corner, I believe.
What happened?
The penny story.
Aaron, we first met in Washington, D.C. during a Playlist Live event. One of the days we went for a walk, and during our walk, we both spotted a penny on the ground. I told you the penny was not as lucky because it was not facing heads up and we shouldn't take it. You bent down and flipped the penny over and said to me, "Now someone else can have good luck." As we continued our walk through the city, I kept thinking about that small gesture. In that one moment, I saw exactly who you are as a person. Someone whose intentions are selfless and focused on the happiness of others, and whose sweetness I didn't think existed in this world.
I'm not a fan of the penny story.
The penny story is amazing. All right, let's go.
Nothing but trouble on my mind.
Oh, look, a penny. Oh, it's not as lucky. It's heads up.
Making everything
Now it's like for somebody else.
So that was actually a really special moment for me because I'm not superstitious, but I am superstitious. It was such a sweet moment. Literally, I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, I just experienced a movie scene. Like, this happens in the movies, real life events, you know?
I don't know. I'm very superstitious, but I'm like the positive superstitions. I don't believe in the bad superstitions. I believe in the good superstitions. If you walk by and you see a penny that's face down, flip it face up, and you might be helping somebody out. Or you might impress a girl accidentally and fall in love with her and marry her. Because that's what happened here.
Do you remember the morning when you texted me?
Yeah, I texted you pretty quick.
You did. I was like, oh my gosh, he texted me. Because you texted me by yourself. Because, you know, we were in the group chat. So
Yeah.
I was like, do I text him first? Does he text me? What do I do? What do I do? And so I was like, I'm just going to wait to see if he'll text me first. And you did.
I did, and then I found out later on, I guess there's games you're supposed to play when it comes to texting.
No, you're not supposed to. People do this already. They will play games. If you don't respond 30 minutes, someone else will wait 30 minutes to reply to your text because they don't want to seem desperate. I hate that rule.
It looks like Guppy.
I feel like every animal reminds me of Guppy somehow. Is that weird?
Sometimes even babies remind me of Guppy.
Well, there it was, the White House. We walked by here first, and we were like, wow, incredible. And then we decided, okay, let's go on and go to the other stuff. So then we went down that way, the monument, Washington Monument.
At this point, we had just looked at the monument, and on our way leaving the monument, we ran into David Alvarez, who is the one responsible for taking what I consider the most iconic RonRon picture.
Oh yeah.
Us hugging in front of the Washington Monument.
Yep.
So now we need to recreate that. All right, now we just need to find somebody to take our picture. Miss, would you mind taking our picture, please?
Oh yeah.
We're trying to recreate that picture exactly, so you can
Who
use
took
one.
this photo? First off, you're missing half of the building.
David. This is gonna be
This is it.
Either I had really bad posture then or I have really bad posture now. This is my sign to lose weight. I don't know if I look like looking at these old pictures of me anymore. This wasn't a thing last time.
My
This
face
wasn't
is
here
way
last time either.
wider. Look at my face. Look. See, you're not the only one
All
who
right,
looks
let's run
different.
that marathon, guys.
I don't want to run a marathon. These steps here, we went up to the Lincoln Memorial because I'd never seen it, but someone proposed and there was like clapping and stuff and everyone was like, woo, and I just remember thinking, how crazy would it be if me and this guy that I'm with right now got married and like got proposed
I'm pretty
to?
sure I made a joke like that. I was like, oh, foreshadowing.
I don't think you made, I think you made that joke later on because there's no way you would have said that second day we met. Did you ever think about proposing to me here?
I think you remember when I thought about doing it.
Yeah, but I would have known.
I had a horse-drawn carriage planned out.
No, you didn't.
I told you this. You remember me
You
talking
actually
about
booked
this.
it all?
I booked that.
No,
It
you
work out.
didn't.
Playlist DC didn't happen, remember? I had a whole thing set up.
And you were gonna propose to me
I was gonna
here?
propose to you here, yeah.
Whoa.
And then Playlist got canceled.
Yeah.
And I took it as a sign, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not the time to propose. People are always like, how do you know when's the right time to propose? Like, how do you know? Honestly, my only advice for you would be, you'll just feel it.
So many steps. I can't believe we did all this walking the first weekend we met.
We have one last picture to take. We have to take a picture that I took of Ronnie 6 years ago, standing right in front of good old Abraham Lincoln. You know why this is easier? Because I took the original picture. So recreating it was very easy.
You got it? Did we do it? Aaron. We're already married.
Now that we've covered all DC, next up is our final dinner before I flew back to California. Honestly, we need the time to like refresh because I smell disgusting and all.
I know.
And Ronnie's a little nervous because I almost proposed to her.
Oh my
in front of Abraham.
gosh.
Everybody froze and watched us.
Yeah, and I said, we're already married, we're already married. You're crazy.
I was gonna do it. We
right.
finally made it.
We made it.
To our last dinner in DC before I left for my
Yes.
flight to California.
Yes, and it was very romantic. It was a fogo de chao. We had never been, so it was really good food. And so we're gonna go in and have some dinner and recreate that moment.
It was very expensive, and I remember how
Was
I
it
felt.
really?
Seeing that bill, I didn't let you know, but I was like,
Well, thank you. Let's go splurge.
No.
Let's just go eat. I booked
Please subscribe to this
reservations.
video and watch this video because I might need it after this dinner. Is he still working? I'm kidding.
He does.
What?
He's here. No. You have to work for dessert. This is him. Venga, venga, venga. ¿Ese es usted, sí o no?
Is this you?
Sí. Sí, sí, sí. Está más flaco.
Yo también. So Brenda, who was our new friend, sat us down and I asked her, I was like, hey, is this drink still on the menu? Unfortunately it's not, but they're gonna give us something similar. And then Kat asked, we're gonna need your help to recreate this picture. And she was like, oh, he still works here. We're gonna end this video off with a bang. Y'all better stay to the end. Lonnie doesn't know this, but they might be doing something special.
You were making that face, but it works.
Did I make the right face?
You were a little more happy in that photo. He's doing the same thing. Oh, there's your right hand.
Yes, please. Thank you. So they said they use this for special occasions or anniversaries, and she just went back and grabbed it for us. Love, you say? Yes, please. You know what's really crazy? That time we let Instagram control our whole day in New York. People are looking at me because they have no idea what I'm pointing at, but you do. I'm trying to make RonRon Ranch a thing, and in order for RonRon Ranch to happen, we need you guys to watch every video and subscribe and support and join the RonRon fam. So if you haven't already, be sure to do it now. Next time we try to recreate this, I'll make sure I lose 50 pounds.
We did good. Good job, Aaron. So this was like our official date.
This was.
I was sad when you left.
But you know what?
He sent me a photo from the airport saying he missed me, and then I made that his profile picture, and it's still his profile picture to this day.
You know what's really funny? Something her and Nessa both said. They thought that it was possibly just like a weekend fling.
To be honest, I didn't know if he wanted to continue talking to me, you know? Because you just never know, like especially because I was like 21 and guys are just unpredictable. But he continued to text me throughout that day, and this following weekend he asked me out on an official date in California to a jazz bar. Then the rest is history. So he ended up wanting to talk to me still.
I'm just gonna say this. I saw Ronnie's eyes. She's falling in love with me again.
I've always been in love with you.
Be sure to subscribe and we'll see you guys next time.
This
Join
is
the
so
RonRon
fun.
fam.
I'm just happy we could bring you guys along and show you guys the weekend we met. Thanks. Bye.